Okay, welcome everybody. Bear Strangler McGee here. So I'm about to enter Zekalus Desert. I'm picking my characters now. What I'm going to do, this is going to be Dancer build, Dancer team. This is one of my favorite builds in this game. This is an excellent way to raise JP. You can do it with either dancers or singers. Both of them are good. But this is why I, the way I play the game and what I would suggest for anybody wanting to get through it quickly is to gear your male characters to get to a dancer or to a singer as soon as possible, and your female characters to a dancer as soon as possible. And some other things on here as I'm picking them. I'm going to make a team. Now, a lot of times I'll do 5 dancers, and this team I'm going to do it a little different because I'm trying to raise the ability of one character. So I'm going to do a different variation. I'm going to have one singer in, and he's going to be raising his JP quickly. And so I'm going to have Agrius in dancing. All of them, I have them set up as powerful physical characters. The higher the physical characteristics on a female character, the more damage it's going to take off. So in other words, if a dancer is a mage, it doesn't matter how high the level is, it's not going to take off as much as if it was a knight. So that's why I put them in those. And I'll show you an example of this because the last dancer I'm going to have on the team is going to be Rafa. And she's very powerful. So I have these 4 dancers. So this is the way that I would raise their levels. If I wanted to raise, and now they're masters in these levels already because I'm using this for an example. But if I wanted to raise and have Rafa become a thief, I would put her a thief, dancing as a second ability, and just dance through the whole time. Have her vanish, hit her once, she vanishes. I can hit all 3 of them with vanish. They turn into vanish, they're never going to lose vanish. They'll run through the dancing, never be hit, and they also have regeneration, so they'll sit there and they can dance. I have had several parties where all 5 of the ladies are dancing, all 5 are invisible, and the enemies just run around not knowing what to do. Eventually you're killed by the dance, and you just raise the points the whole time. Every dance you're gaining job points and experience points. In this one, it's hard to do it with a singer because a lot of times your hit points are going to be all the way full, especially if you have 5 dancers. So in this situation, I'm going to use a different song that increases the power. Every time this song pops onto one of the females, it's going to raise their dance hit by 2. So you'll see this. Now I chose Zekalus because it's kind of a spread out area, and it's usually, you can see here, it's a very weak group. And I'll kind of show you how it's done. Go straight to dance, menacing minuet. Perform that, and wait. Dance, menacing. They all have different levels of dancers right now. So there's always something to gain until your character is a master in everything. There's always something new to do. See, I'm going to use Battle Chant. Now, Battle Chant increases the physical attack power. The higher the physical attack power, the more the dance takes off. Damage, right? And now if you're looking at a bard, the higher the magical power, the more healing power you get in a life song, which are the 2 really that you're going to mainly be used. Rousing Melody you can use, it's going to increase their speed. Here they all have accessories that have them hasted anyway. This just happens to be the same, one of the ways here in Zekalus that you can raise your base levels. So you'll see the difference between here I'm going to give you a really good tutorial on the how deadly it actually is. So I'm just waiting now. All the characters, the only thing I'm going to do from here on out is wait. None of the characters that are going to come hit me are going to be able to kill me. If they get close enough to hit me once, they'll hit me once. Every one of my characters has vanish. They'll vanish and they'll be gone. Except for the Dragoon, him. He has counter. So if they hit him, he's going to counter and kill him. He's just waiting. Or I'll just wait, and the first round's going to go off here. And this is just 4 of them. Okay, so first one, Reese. She takes off 31. I'm going to keep track of the numbers. Second one, Rafa. Not as much, but 23 is good. 31 and 23 is what? 54. Add another 30 is 64 minus 1, so you're looking at 63. That'd be 93 minus, so 92 a round. So if we had one more hitting at 20, 30, you're looking at 110, 120 rounds. So 92 per round is where we are right now. Let's see what happens as the battle goes on. The battle chant. Oh, hit 2 of them. So Rafa and Reese, we just added 4 total. So now we're up to 96 per round. And you'll see this reflected per dance when it goes off. These guys are just slowly moving forward. They've already been hit with 1 round, so here we go. Let's see what they're gonna do. 220, vanish. Now Rafa is invincible. She'll just sit and dance the whole time and can't be hurt. So this is the second round. Added 2 more points, so it's going to be 94 and 96. So we've already, essentially in 2 rounds, taken off 200 hit points. Of course, she got hit. It's alright, she cures 61. She stays invisible. 29. And again. You can see JP, they don't really need it, but you can imagine. They have JP up like he does. This JP's up, he's singing. Now, you know, if they get hurt, he can switch to a life song, which goes off a little bit more rapidly than this one. But for now, he's going to go because, I mean, if he goes off and they all get another point, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, that's 10 more points per round they're going to be getting. So it adds up quickly. This works very well on some of these battlefields and random battles where you start off quite a distance away. Here we go. 3 more. So 3 of them got it. That's 2, 4, 6 more points. So now you're looking at 100. They're taking off 100 per round if you add it together. And this round here is going to put them in close to 300 hit points, taking them off, with just Rafa being hit once and now invisible. You can see the mom is already down on 1 knee. The bird is down on 1 knee already. And they haven't even gotten to the point where they've been able to hit. So let's just check real quick. So from 385 to 35 within 3 rounds. From 414 to 64 within 3 rounds. He's still got, you know, he's going to be twice as much. They're a little tougher. So let's see what kind of damage he does when he gets close enough to hit somebody, which should be this following round. I could always move Rafa and put her in front of one of the other characters. If 2 of them go invisible, I'll surround them and create them in order to make it more difficult for the skeleton to hit. And the skeleton has 2 different primary attacks that it's going to use on you. One of them is going to be a chop that's going to hit you directly, and then the other one is going to be one of the anime shoot magical things that hit you from a distance and can go around characters. Both of them will trigger vanish. I mean, we're just waiting, gaining hit points, singing, dancing. Here we go. Okay, let's see. See, he's going to hit. Not even going to hit him. I mean, it's funny. I've noticed in these games, and I'd like other people to comment that play this as well. But when I have characters that are overpowerful, sometimes these characters will just sit back and they won't attack. It's as if they know there's a counter, or as if they know that they've met their match. It's sort of interesting. And this is high level random battling is what I've done. I've already gone through all of the story modes and that. I'd like to be able to do some tutorials on that and some walkthroughs as far as how I've handled. I've done it several times. I haven't played the PSP version. I'd really love to be able to do it, but I don't have it. This is the app one, War of the Lions. I also played the original one several times. Some of the other ones I've tried, and Ogre Battle and other strategic turn-based games. I'm a well-versed Generation X gamer. I've been playing video games since the 70s, so. But I don't play the new stuff, just these older things. So I really enjoy this game. In my opinion, it's the best game of all ever made, really, as far as playability, combinations. I mean, it's different every time. And yeah, it can get monotonous, but there's lots of different ways where you can really um, make the game fun again. There's so much to do. There you see, wow, she's two of them. And so a lot of times what I could do, if it's someone that's going to be striking, I can move characters around in order to protect other ones, because obviously they don't see the vanished one. So I move this one here, and she's basically completely protected. Not that it matters at this point. We're just taking them down. As you can see, I just did the moves at the front, left it that way. All of them gained, hundreds of JP points, hundreds of experience points. They're now taking off over 100 per round. So even if you had to time it, that if you had this setup within 7 or 8 rounds, you would have them. You just keep running. And in a big field, literally I could have taken this crew if there was 5 or 6 more creatures and ran from them. Once they get invisible, protected the other characters, and it's a great way to raise your characters' JP and experience points. So there you have it. Hope you could see the power of this, and hope you enjoyed the video. Suggestions I'm open to, comments, or anything else you'd want to see or know about the game, let me know. Thanks for watching.